Hi, YouTube family. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. I love to say it's not cute, not knowing. We start with a hug because someone needs a hug. So, how you guys doing today? Back in April, when we brought you the story of rapper Shock G, he was with Digital Underground. He was, Humpty had the nose and the Humpty dance. Digital Underground. It was Shock G who produced Tupac's first album, and they did I Get Around. Colorful character, very talented man. But when we heard that he was found dead in a Tampa hotel room at 57, everyone said, well, what happened? Well, you got to wait for the autopsy to come in. And this autopsy was not good. Apparently, it was a mixture of drugs and alcohol. There are drugs, and then there are drugs. Fentanyl, meth, a lot of booze. They're calling it an accidental overdose. But now we know what happened to rapper Shock G, 57 years old, who was found dead in April in a hotel room in Tampa. Tomorrow in the Heights, they have an 8-minute teaser out. The Lin-Manuel Miranda stage production is now a film finally coming out. Anthony Ramos, Corey Hawkins, you've got Rita Moreno, Lin-Manuel. It looks good. They're calling it the feel-good movie of the summer. It's in theaters as well as HBO Max. Also, The House Next Door, Meet the Blacks, Mike Epps, Gary Owens, Cat Williams, they're all in it. Little Duval, they are all in this movie. Snoop Dogg, Rick Ross. It's an all-star cast, kind of like a horror comedy movie. Last night, during the Country Music Awards, Mickey Guyton, who is a rising star as an African-American in country music, she brought out another up-and-coming artist, Breland. They were performing, and then they brought out Gladys Knight. You got to search YouTube so you can find it, but they did the Gladys Knight and the Pips classic, The Friendship Train. I'm going to tell you something, between Kane Brown hosting it, the Country Music Awards was real black last night. It was really good. Her performed. It was like so many surprises. It was different. But you know how they scan the audience? And, some people were looking like, it was different, but it was good. Y'all know I love country music. I used to play it years ago. But if you could find it, it was good. And they did The Friendship Train. R. Kelly, the 2 lawyers that were on his case are gone. They claim, sometimes can't help everybody. Well, R. Kelly told the judge he wants them off of his case, and he doesn't want to deal with anybody who's got mental issues. Really, gals? But the lawyers are off. The trial is in August. Sex trafficking, racketeering. It's a bunch. He's been in jail for 2 years. I don't think he's getting out. But the lawyers want it out. They're out. R. Kelly says he wanted them out. So apparently there was a lot of with the lawyers. Trina and Eve, they're gearing up for Versus. Mark your calendar for next Wednesday. Trina, do that whole Miami sound. We all know Eve. She's got a new show coming out on ABC. She was on The Talk. Started out, she's a date Stevie J, actress, talk show, rapping. Eve can do it all. She's going to be doing a Versus battle with Trina next Wednesday. How do you find it? You go to Versus TV, Versus VERZUZ TV on Instagram. That's one of the easiest ways to find it. Kanye West. Boy, you guys had a lot of opinions on that. He is currently dating Bradley Cooper's the baby mama. Now, where we're just finding out, it was kind of rumored last week, they've been dating for a minute. Arena Shake, she has a daughter with Bradley Cooper, dating Kanye. They've been dating for 3 months, and she was even at DMX's funeral. See, probably nobody paid attention because she's, a little way different from Kim. But you know that Kim is mad, and she's going to up the ante any day now. You're going to hear that she's out here dating too. But Kanye West, he seems to really be moving on. Rapper Foxy Brown is ready to tell all. 20 years ago, Inga with the Il Nana, she was one of the hottest female rappers out. She's going to tell all. You know, she's had problems with her hearing, her rivalry with Little Kim, I guess her stint going to jail, but she says she's talking about her relationship with Jay-Z. Now, in the Ether song that Nas put out, he said that Jay-Z was definitely with her, and his face was... Y'all know sometimes you got to read between the lines with the stories. Okay. Is she really going to talk about Jay-Z? I bet you Jay-Z will stop this book from coming out to keep her mouth shut. But she said she's going to talk about her relationship with Jay-Z. Another book coming out of Scottie Pippen. Last year this time, it was all about The Last Dance. Michael Jordan, the Bulls, their race, 6 championship rings, and the end of a dynasty. It's streaming now on Netflix. It was so good. But Scottie Pippen didn't like it. Not for 1 minute. He said he told Michael Jordan, this was all about you. This was all to glorify you. Scottie Pippen has a new book coming out in November entitled Unguarded, where he says he is going to tell the truth and that he was the real leader of the Chicago Bulls, and he got no respect from management and the media, and they didn't respect him. He's going to talk about growing up in Arkansas and going on to NBA greatness. But will he talk about how he didn't get paid? He didn't make no money until he left the Bulls. Leaving the Bulls was a blessing because he could finally get some money. This was my takeaway watching The Last Dance. Scottie wasn't too bright with money. Now, either he couldn't read or he had horrible advisors, but he did not make any money until he left. I mean, everybody else is making money. Now, Scottie Pippen, I don't know what kind of contract he signed, what his agents talked him into, but it was no money. Like I said, he did not make money until he left the team, which I'm sure there was a lot of resentment. You know, you got 6 championship rings, but you really didn't have the finances in the beginning to show for it. And you had to leave and go on a less par team, but you got your money, so you just did what you had to do. But Scottie Pippen didn't like The Last Dance, so get ready for Unguarded, everybody, which is coming out in bookstores in November. I guess what, we can call it like a nice Thanksgiving treat, but he didn't like that book, and he darn sure did not like how he was portrayed. Leave your comments. You guys be having a lot to say, and you know that I've seen it when I give you a heart. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when the video comes on. I am here. Pop culture, entertainment, we go over it all. Some days are huge, some days are just, you know. Today was funny. Y'all think Foxy gonna write that book? I see Jay-Z putting a stop to it immediately. But leave a comment, hit the like button, give us a like if you like the video. I'm Patty Jackson. Thanks for joining me. I am your auntie of pop culture.